And salutations and welcome once again to the Capeless Crusaders live from
The same house.
I'm gonna call it something different today.
The
In-between?
I would call
We're
it
gonna
tavern.
The tavern. There
we
it is.
go. All right.
My name is David Berry at Dr. Berry on varying social media platforms, as you can see right here with my name. Hey, you notice the setup is different, but to my left we have
Amy, you can find me at IJNewRobot and bring social media, including Discord, where I might hurt people. But not today, because that's not what I'm playing. I'm also eating, so this is going to be weird. I'm sorry, you guys. Anywhooski, the guy directly...
We're letting our hair down. That's fine.
I let my hair down.
You
I
did,
literally did. You didn't put yours up.
and across the table,
Behind the magical screen.
filling a certain role, we have.
My name's Manderson. You can find me on the Twitter at thismanderson, and I will be the DM for the evening.
Oh, that's right.
I
Praise
am
be to the giver of
also
life.
known as the Dungeon Master, or pretty much I'm just going to play God.
We
Or GS.
are playing a little bit of Dungeons & Dragons tonight on this week's episode. We have a much
It's
larger
our
party.
inaugural.
Yes, this is part one, and we can only get two of us.
Because the rest of our party got detained.
Sure, let's go with that.
Good.
It's a good enough excuse. Anyway, as always, you can find anything related to The Capeless Crusaders at thecapelesscrusaders.com. It's down there in the middle of the screen. If you are watching this on Twitch, hey, twitch.tv/capelesscrusaders, or on YouTube, hey, and if you're listening to audio,
Hey,
just listen for the
There's
dice
dice.
rolls.
drop it like it's hot.
That's all you got. As always,
We'll try to keep an eye out for you, chat. But,
I'm gonna try to keep my eye on the chat. It's tough because it's over here.
well,
We're
and
gonna be
I can't
working-
see it because we're in the wrong seats.
getting on the setup with the thing and the screen and a little bit of fanciness. Regardless, we have a superhero themed campaign.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm excited to see where this
AKA
goes.
Manderson put in a lot of work, a lot of effort to get us superhero characters in D&D form.
They're well designed.
Yes. So
And
as
it's really
always,
fleshed out.
if you do like what you see, if you are interested, you can drop us a follow, you can drop us a subscription, you can donate down below, you can go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/thecapelesscrusaders. All of this is available from our website. Any way that you can support us is appreciated. Our sponsors for the evening, of course, boom, Empire's Comics Vault down in the corner, Computer Booter, your local computer repair, retro video game store, and video game lounge. Like I said last week, they do have PlayStation VR now. You can rent for $5 an hour, $10 for 3 hours. You can also go to Empire's Comics Vault and buy comic books and play with pugs.
Most
And
of
who
the days
doesn't
of the
wanna-
week.
Yeah.
So, what up, Luke Bill? Hey. I am glad we started on time as well.
I had problems. I'm also... Is that Jay?
That is short nerdy guy? Where's short nerdy man? Where's... Either way, I bet short nerdy man was already taken. Anyway,
Oh, not it.
what up to the chat room? Thanks for hanging out. So, Manderson,
Are we ready to dive in?
we got no around the horn. We got no news.
We're
We are
gonna-
playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm eating hamburgers.
Go.
All right, so here we go. The age of heroes and legends has long since faded to history. Barely are the stories of such heroics told and far less believed. We find ourselves in the city of Neverwinter, and here we happen upon two figures walking through the streets. Why don't you guys introduce your characters before we get too much farther? Ladies first.
No. We should have
French fries first.
You're welcome.
Apologies. I have to get into character because I do not punish.
You're just introducing
Hello.
yourself. You don't have to
Yeah.
get the character.
I don't know. I am Diane Princeton. I am a fighter, and let's just say I can stare down a hellhound without flinching.
What's your alignment? Because I know you're
Oh, I'm a
excited.
neutral good. Lord help me.
Neutral good. I mean, at least you're not like lawful. Dude.
Yeah.
Like then you'd have to be like.
I originally thought that's what I was, and then I realized looking earlier down that I'm neutral good, but that's too good. I'm not that good.
I
You
mean,
normally play chaotic good or chaotic
Let's-
neutral?
let's-
Okay.
Usually I'm a chaotic neutral, but
All right.
let's see. Let's try. And you, my walking companion.
It's because we're based on certain characters.
I know.
Anyway, my name is Alex Hollander. I'm a druid. I'm an how do you pronounce Earth genocide?
Genocide, yeah.
Genocide. I am neutral.
All day,
I
every
am
day.
I am based on a certain green
Your background.
character.
I know which one.
Whenever that's not obvious, I think they said that last week anyway. So yeah,
Okay.
that's yeah. I feel tremendous empathy for all who suffer. I don't run from evil. Evil runs from me.
That's your day-to-day life.
True story. That's real life, too.
You're welcome.
These two heroes are like those of old. Unbeknownst to the citizens of this bustling city, legends walk among them. To these two, the Age of Heroes is not in the past, but in the now, and they sense a great darkness settling over the land, a darkness that nobody else seems to feel.
Apparently we're really sensitive.
And they recently have received a missive from somebody that they do not know, and here to start us off.
Oh shoot!
Look at that! It's got a crest. We have need of your services. An admirer.
Well, it's first off, it's super swanky, but also this crest is a bit alarming.
Nah, it's a flaming dragon descending from the sky, swallowing an orb.
Yeah, and he's going down and not up.
Yeah.
So Alex, how you feeling about us pursuing that wonderful letter that we received?
I think we should, else this will be a short. Let's figure this out.
Side note: I'm going to be eating my rations during this portion.
There's no information, so I say.
Should we talk to somebody and see if we can find...
Let me roll an insight check on the crest for me. Both of you.
Oh, I can't remember.
Just a D20.
Just a 20.
Oh!
Amy is confused.
At least it wasn't a natural one.
Hey, 15.
15, alright.
This is why you're good.
Hey.
So you would know through your travels as a druid that this is the crest of the Zentarum, which are... They generally operate in secret, and they don't give away names, hence the lack of name. Rumor through the city is that they're headquartered in a tavern called the Serpent's Head.
Mm.
So I know these people because I'm a druid and I'm well-traveled and well-versed. I don't know if I've encountered them, but I'm aware of them.
Yeah, okay.
So
you probably
do you
you
know
have.
where we can find them?
I know they're headquartered in the tavern, the
Serpent's Head.
Serpent's Head. Let us go there.
Can I get a piggyback ride?
Sure.
Yay!
Let's see. Let me roll for that. 18.
All right.
Running down
Successful. All right. As you approach the Serpent's Head, you notice a large Goliath and a gnome, both garbed in the leather armors of a local mercenary militia. And they stop you before you enter. The Goliath stares down at you because, well, he's taller than both of you.
Yeah.
And it says, "Hey, what are you doing around here?"
Well, that's a good accent.
Thanks. That's about as good as it gets for me.
Hello.
I'm stoic.
I'm polite, but I place my hand upon the hilt of my short sword.
Okay.
Word.
Just to rest.
Okay.
And then I say, hello, friends. How are you?
I say we have business within the tavern. I don't show them that.
Okay. What business brings you here?
Our business is our own, friend. Yeah.
Oh,
I want you to roll, both of you roll intimidation checks for me.
Oh, baby Jesus.
Especially since you have your hilt on your sword.
Yeah, I'm smooth.
15
Not
plus
bad.
5.
Oh, that's a 20. All right, so
there we go.
you can roll too, but
I did okay.
He backs down, and the gnome kind of kicks him and says, "Hey, they obviously belong here." And he opens the door and lets you guys in.
Word.
Upon entering the tavern, you hear the sounds of merriment and voices telling tall tales.
Oh.
As you scan the room, you see a number of tables full of revelers. At the bar, an elf and a dwarf appear to be engaged in a drinking contest, while a gnome and a tiefling just are cheering them on. In a corner, there is a dark figure that is wearing a hood that covers his face, and he has a tankard of ale in front of him and 2 sitting across from him.
I think we need to go over there.
They call him Strider.
You got it too?
That's the wrong movie.
Yes!
The wrong movie.
I mean, you never know who's going to show up in these.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. If this dude has, if we were clearly brought here, the shady character with 2 drinks in front of him.
Well, I don't know. He could be really thirsty.
I think,
if he's had a long, hard day, I knew this guy, he used to drink to get himself to sleep.
I know a lot of people like that. That's Manderson. Consumes a beverage. Anyway, so yeah,
Should we
We should approach.
I want to go watch the drinking guys, but I'm okay.
You go do that. I will go and speak with our friend.
Oh, I can't leave you alone. You're not that intimidating.
I am very intimidating.
How about I go with you, buddy? You're baby tricking.
It's because I was not in my true form.
Yeah.
In my true form.
Hey, Alex, let's go. Let's go hang out and let's go see.
Yes, let's go.
I'm with you for this, but you owe me for next time.
As you sit, you can see that the hood moves slightly, and he's glancing between the both of you. And as he begins to speak, he says, I see that the detective could not join you tonight. And he pulls his hood back, revealing a face that you have seen but never interacted with. A gentleman named Raish Nasi, or Raj, depending on what language or how you want to go. Raish, Raj, whatever. Whatever. I have a task that requires your attention. And if you're willing, it pays well.
I've heard of this man, the Demon's Head. Yes, the detective could not join us this evening.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah, I don't know how the detective would feel about that.
Well, the detective also knows that the enemy of my enemy can be my friend, so the Demon's Head could have...
We speak of nothing of honor, but money.
Exactly. We're neutral, so we more just want to see the world go round.
Can you elaborate on what this might entail?
And how much?
Of course. There's a small village that I have interests in south of here called Leylon that is being overrun by a pack of wolves, and they need a warrior such as yourself to come and rescue them. If you successfully do this, I will pay each in your party 10 gold pieces, and any loot that you find is yours to keep.
Sweet. I mean, cool.
I'm not bad at that. I mean, wait, do I have to pay for this small revelry in front of me before?
Only if you choose not to accept my quest.
Ah, dang, I'm so good at this.
I think in order for our adventure to continue, we must accept the quest. I could be, projecting.
You could.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't asked for more money. You're just so nice
well,
about it.
I am, being a neutral druid, I have simple needs.
But apparently new shoes.
Well, I sometimes...
He can grow his own shoes.
I know, but sometimes it takes extra,
Exactly. Sometimes I want to, have a little bit of, style and class.
So you two would also know that the name of this town, and know that if you're going to go by foot, it's probably 2.5 days walk, depending on how fast you decide to go. By steed, you'd probably get there in about 3/4 day journey, perhaps.
Demon's Head, can you provide us with horses?
I want you to go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Both, and just him. Yeah, just him.
I mean,
he asked the question.
Yeah.
You're sitting there nodding, and if you roll a 20, you nod a lot.
But also,
yeah, I have wonderful animal handling.
This is persuasion, right?
Yeah, whatever you feel you need for this journey is yours for the asking.
There we go.
So I will give you 2 steeds.
Cool.
Is there anything else you think you might need?
We might need a third one for a pack.
Yeah, we need a third steed.
You're gonna have 3.
Fantastic. Supplies for the journey.
I'll give you food for 2 days, and do you need any additional weapons?
I mean, what are you packing?
Cloak.
I could use a cloak. Nope, I'm good.
Hopefully you're pretty well stocked.
Yeah, I'm pretty solid. I look down at myself and realize how much cool stuff I have, and I'm like, no, man, I'm good.
You're good. All right.
I start getting lost towards my water skin though. So
how about a tent?
All right. You can go ask the barkeep. He keeps tents in the stockroom.
Cool. I'm gonna go ask the barkeep. Get a tent.
Awesome.
Wacky. I'm just in here. Hey, buddy.
We'll assume that interaction happens.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and eat my rations.
It is currently night, so it's probably like
we should leave in the morning.
8 or 9 o'clock at night.
We should probably ask for a place to stay.
We should ask for rooms.
Would you be willing to provide us a night stay in the inn before you escape?
Yes, we will put you up for the evening. You'll have the 2 rooms on the top floor. It's a 4-story building.
Ooh,
so
fancy.
Dang, good
they have a nice view of Neverwinter. You can see the sea.
If the ring wraiths come to kill the hobbits.
If they do, just remember we can't interfere.
No, but that's why we go stay across the street.
I mean, you could interfere, and there's
Yeah.
nothing saying you can't. This
Sign
isn't time travel.
Prancing pony.
Oh,
Or is it?
dancing pony.
Anyway, cool.
Okay.
So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right.
I'm gonna assume Amy wants to go to sleep as well.
This
Cool.
is beautiful.
Oh, maybe she wants to party it up with these dudes and
Well,
drink
I
them
mean-
all under a table.
that gnome over there is looking pretty feisty, but you know what? I need to save my energy
We need to
because
conserve our strength.
if all else fails, he could just be lying to us and we walk into a trap and then we're dead.
It's true. We have big adventures coming.
Never know what's going to happen. I mean, I do, because I know
Wait.
everything. But they don't know.
So, officially,
Yeah.
we are accepting your quest.
Yeah.
And the additional provisions and supplies you are providing.
Yes, the horses and other provisions you asked for, the tent that you've already retrieved will be placed on your third horse. They'll be in the stables just outside.
Is there anything else we should know before we go to bed?
Interesting.
I can't think of anything additional to share with you tonight.
I'm so very, very tempted to bypass this. Do you know what? For the sake of entertainment, I'm not going to.
I can see why she plays the chaotic neutral most of the time.
It's
All
very
right, so
prevalent, isn't
what
it?
time do you guys want to leave in the morning?
Dawn.
Dawn? Okay.
Ah!
As good adventurers do.
As the sun crests over the horizon at the butt crack of dawn, some might say, you load up the last of your supplies on your horses and begin your journey.
Hey, Alex, what'd you name your pony?
Yeah, I'm actually curious.
Bill.
Bill.
If you can't tell, when I play Dungeons and Dragons, I basically just recreate the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, bless you.
That's fine.
It's pretty much how I...
Hammer be praised that
Yeah.
Bill lives.
We're good with that.
By the way, mine's Hermes. Hey. You guys need to study up on your stats. Nobody gets it. Okay, keep going.
Hermes?
Hermes.
Okay.
Messenger.
All right.
Not Hermes.
Fleet-footed.
Not Hermes.
Not Hermes.
All right.
We-
Okay. So let's see. Begin your travels, and your adventure thus far is uneventful.
Oh.
Nothing befalls you on your way. You guys look pretty hardcore, so most
Nice.
of the beasts and
Can you sing me a
other.
song, Alex? I'm bored.
He's not a bard.
Yeah, thank you.
I know, but he's a sage. He's a
Our
druid.
bard
there
is,
should be some type
gone.
of shh.
He probably sings to the leaves to.
He could. The song of his people might,
Right.
bring forth what?
Bill the pony is the coolest.
Oh, Luke Bill's happy that
Thank you,
he's
Luke Bill.
he's a pony.
But yeah, no,
Are you gonna sing her song?
no, you know what I'm gonna do?
Tell me of your
You know what I'm gonna do?
people.
You ready for this? You ready for this? I'm going to bust out my finger.
Uh-oh.
It's going to turn into a stick, and then that stick is going to become hollowed out with holes, and it's going to become a flute.
Ooh.
And I'm going to play my flute finger for you. Do I need to roll for this?
Yeah, can you roll?
Yeah,
Can you roll a performance check?
Yeah. Yeah, so I make it. It doesn't mean I can play it.
11? Alright, so you're okay
I
at
missed
it.
some notes.
It's, yeah.
I'm
It's
still
fine.
entertained.
It's a work in progress.
It doesn't scare away any animals.
As you approach Leylon from the road coming from the north, you can see that it's as you break through the trees that it's built onto a hill that's not very big. It's two rings of buildings around one big building in the middle. There's only one 2-story building. The rest of them are thatched, roofed houses. It doesn't look like it's a very well off village. From this distance, you can also see some rather large looking wolves kind of wandering around the streets. You don't see any people. Except for in the outskirts of town, there are two young men pulling a cart, trying to get it into a barn. It looks like it's weighed down with things and
I think
stuff,
we should go
probably
walk around
wheats and stuff.
We have the manpower and
I'm
the
more
animals.
curious as to why a poor little town like this would be a point of interest for the demon's head.
You failed to ask, and I was being polite and didn't use my robe.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't ask why he cares about the town. I'm just saying now that I'm upon it.
I was going to ask last night because
Well-
I'm always curious, but I was leaving the opportunity for growth for you.
That's a good joke.
That's a good pun.
That's a good pun.
Like that.
I would like Alex.
Yeah, wait, because of that, I forgot to explain this. If you have this means you have inspiration. Because of that clever pun, you have inspiration.
Jesus,
Which
the mic is still right there.
Sorry.
which means that
Oh,
you
dude.
may use it to roll with advantage. So if you have a bad roll, you can use it for a second roll.
For a second roll?
Yes.
Dude,
One-time use.
This is a gorgeous.
How did my finger flute not give me that? All right.
You only rolled an 11? Nah, I don't
Doesn't change
know.
the fact that
That's
creative.
fair. It was good.
Okay, I will leave the beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. You guys, look at this. It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
Yeah, you're in his camera shot
It's
now.
so pretty.
I
It's
know.
so
That one.
pretty.
Still
It's
that
so
one.
pretty.
All right.
Oh, movie magic.
Alex, we
Let's
need
go
to go
help
them.
the
we
young
have enough,
men.
Like, we have horses, we have you.
I'm agreeing with you.
I have rope.
I think you're actually stronger than I am.
No.
That's probably true.
Yeah, you're stronger than I am, being an Amazon, because I am just a humble
Green
Earth
man.
genocide. Unless I decide that I want to,
Go through your, like,
turn
initial...
things up.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, because then I get
So
16.
we slowly approach the two young lads and their cart full of stuff, and I say, "Can we help you, guys?"
They both turn around. Oh, hi. Yes, we definitely need help. We need to get this inside. This is the last of our crops, and we need to get inside before the wolves come and attack us.
The wolves have been attacking you?
And the town's been overrun with wolves for probably a 10-day,
Oh,
which, if you don't know, that's the equivalent of a week.
It's not a fortnight.
Can I, being one with nature as I am, is this wagon covered?
It is not.
Oh, so there actually are crops.
Yes.
We
Okay,
see crops.
cool. Got it.
There's like wheat and stuff piled inside of it.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
the last
cool.
of the wheat crop.
Can I ask the wheat crop if they've been stolen by these men? Will they communicate with me?
Yes.
Neutral. People do whatever.
I'm going to allow it because of
Yeah,
He wants inspiration.
because I'm the
dude.
Swamp Thing. I mean, what?
I only have one inspiration to give out.
The fun got
15.
All right, they tell you that they were recently harvested. They might say butchered because, by these two young men in a hasty manner.
Oh,
And you know what? I'm going to use this D30
Yeah.
to give you inspiration for talking to. This is the most generous I'm going to be with inspiration this entire adventure.
What is
So
what is a D30?
That is gorgeous.
Hang on, let me.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, Buck Lightning. Here we go. It's not in your shot, but it's in.
Well, you have longer arms than me, I'm sure.
It is true.
Okay.
yeah,
So-
yeah, if you're going to help him in, I want both of you to make a strength check. Athletics,
two.
specifically.
Athletics.
check.
Okay.
+2.
I got a 5 plus 6, 11.
All right.
You got a 15 +2, 17.
Okay, so the combined force of you, but mainly
Him.
Alex here,
Good job, Alex.
gets
Told you we needed you.
the cart in there with a lot of as it hits the back of the barn. You close the door, and both of you roll perception checks for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, gee. 9.
All right.
Wait.
Plus
Plus 5. 14.
14. Okay.
Sorry, I was like, I have the extra one, but...
7
I thought that was a 1.
plus, that would have been hilarious. 7 + 3, 10.
10. Okay. So I'm gonna give it to both of you because you rolled that. As the cart rolls in there, you hear a thump on top of the barn, and that was not a good wolf sound, but whatever.
It sounded like a hungry tummy.
That might be also what it is.
It could be a very hungry tummy. Okay.
Word.
And I'm gonna have us go ahead and roll initiative.
Come on, big money. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. All right, 10.
10 plus your initiative modifier.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Where's my initiative modifier?
It's yours is negative
Negative
1.
1. Why is that?
It's
Because
0.
your dexterity's not great.
Ah, whatever.
It was 0 to begin.
Okay, so you rolled a 10.
Yep. And I got a
Okay,
15,
I got a
14 for the small.
14. Okay, so we're gonna start with Alex, and then we're gonna go with Diane, and then the creature that we are assuming is a wolf because that's what the town is overrun
Are you
with.
sure it didn't sound like a wolf?
It did
It
not.
sounded like a hungry belly. But
Yeah,
you know what,
kinda,
at this
yeah.
point, I'm gonna make sure that all my weapons are drawn.
All right.
I'm gonna
Okay.
short
So
sword
as
in
you
that.
look up, you can see up there is a wolf. The demon's head, Rush Nasi. He didn't accurately describe. He said wolves. This is more than a wolf. You would recognize this as a dire wolf, which is a
Ooh,
larger
shoot.
version of the wolf, a little bit more hardy and fearsome.
Hardy is a very polite way
But
to say.
Alex, you are first up. He does not surprise you, so no
You're
attack
like,
of
hey,
opportunity.
Yay!
I've heard.
What are you gonna do?
What's your movements, bro?
Hang on.
I like direwolves. She said she chooses her rations for the day.
You got an extra fry in there for me.
Ooh. Go to town, dude. You can actually hear.
That doesn't help.
Sorry,
Only because I'm the DM do I get special treatment now.
I already gave you special treatment prior to this.
That's fair, yeah.
What do you feel like doing? Because right now, we could do.
All sorts of fun things.
I know. That's what I'm debating.
Well, you're still level 1.
You're all level 5.
Oh, we're level 5. That's right. Man,
Because you're superheroes, so
you have to start at. You have to start in the middle.
Yeah.
I am going to. How many wolves are there?
So far you only see one.
Cool. I'm gonna attempt to entangle him.
Okay. What does that do?
So grasping weeds and
Bless you.
vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square,
Okay.
starting from a point within range. They turn the ground into difficult terrain, basically.
Okay. He's on top of the barn, which is about 20 feet
Oh, he's
tall.
up there.
Yes.
Never mind then. Actually, you know what? Then I'm gonna cast lightning at him.
Okay. Lightning. Wait, what?
Call lightning.
Okay. What does that do? You just call lightning from the sky?
Yeah.
Does it have to make a dex saving throw or anything like that?
Crap. Wait. No. Never mind. We're in the barn.
Yeah.
No, you. So
He's on top of the barn.
Yeah, he's on top of the barn. You
And
guys
we
are
push
outside
in
of the
so we
barn.
can see-
Perfect.
Yeah, so
So
you
we're
can-
outside of the barn.
You can see
So I can
him.
see him and I can see the sky.
Yes.
Then I will do call lightning.
Okay.
Which is going to a point I can see within range, so the wolf.
Yep.
Bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save.
That's a lot of lightning
Or half
damage.
as much damage. On
Okay.
A, on
If you
a,
kill this on the
And
first run, I would
what's
be so proud of you.
what's
I
your
will give you
spell save?
granola.
I think it's on the first page.
yeah. I don't know where it is. I'm not familiar with these character sheets.
Oh, maybe it's on the third page.
Spellcasting, spell save, 14.
14? Alright.
Plus 6 spell attack bonus.
He does not succeed, so go ahead and roll 3d10. Frick.
All
Here, you
right.
can borrow one of my d10s.
Thank you. And,
No, that's a 12. Sorry.
no, that's that's I was under 12.
That's an 8.
Hey, where am I? There we go.
This one, yeah?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
sure.
I'm like the extra weird one.
The one that looks like a...
The one that looks like it's confused. Got
So 6,
9.
6, 5, 17.
17? Alright. So, thank you. You call down lightning, and from a seemingly empty sky, cracks a bolt of lightning, nailing the wolf with a...
That was much
good.
better than
Thank
your wolf
you.
sound.
Wow.
Thank you. I can do certain sound effects. I'm not really an impressionist or a voice actor or anything like that. Anyway, hitting it, and you can see some of its fur is singed, and the whiskers, after the lightning dissipates, kind of are on fire, and they burn up to its nose, so it no longer has any
Dang, Alex.
whiskers, but it's still standing strong.
Interesting.
And that'll take us to Diane. Direwolves are a hardy version
They are a
of the
hardy
wolf.
breed. I've seen many of these in my wanderings. Dum dum dum. So let's do. I'm going to draw my short sword and my shield because I'm gonna need those.
You already readied those. So
I don't know. We didn't have a top.
Do you have any ranged attacks?
Well, it's
Wait,
more.
you have a
you're up
short
close
bow.
one. Yeah.
So why don't you shoot it with your short bow? Because it's up on
I'd
the
rather
barn.
get it up off the barn.
How are you going to do that? Are you going to hit the barn?
She's a
I
superhero.
can jump, bro. I'm a fighter.
Okay, you could jump 20 feet in the air?
Gotta
I mean,
speed
I would let her try.
This is going to be hilarious.
But you know what? Fine, you jerk. Also, how do I use champion, by the way?
Oh, that's not an ability. That's
Just who I am.
Champion is a subclass of fighter, and there's a bunch of abilities you get because of that.
Which means I get to attack twice.
Yes, that is your first and improved critical.
Yep.
Which is nice. So if you roll a 19, that counts as a critical as an attack.
Take it. Just
Okay, fine. I'm going to put back my shield and my short sword and draw my short bow.
Okay, that will take your action. Which means...
If only you'd ready the bow looking up at the wolf.
He just randomly said that.
Like I said, I would allow you to attempt to jump to 20 feet.
No, do you know what? I'm going to ram the Mother Cluckin' building.
Okay. Roll a strength check. Yeah.
Hey, townspeople, I know we're trying to save you from the wolves, but we're going to destroy your
17, 3, and a 6. Wait, no, sorry.
Invisible jet, yo. That's
17 and 6, so
17,
23.
Oh yeah, okay. So you run up, you hit the side of the barn.
With my shield.
She can hit the broadside of the barn. I don't know. Did
I miss the barn?
No. You nailed it.
Joke if I do not hit the barn.
But you were able to hit the broadside of the barn.
Yeah, you were able to hit the broadside of the barn, which causes it to shake, doesn't knock it over because it's a sturdy barn, thankfully. And because the roof is slanted, the wolf actually loses its grip while it's trying to recover from a lightning blast and slides off the opposite side of the barn.
Right.
So that would mean you're probably by the door, you're on the opposite side, so we'll say the left side of the barn, and the wolf just fell off the right side of the barn. It is now the wolf's turn.
And he's all the way on the other side of the barn.
Which is only 30 feet wide, so he's going to hit, its movement speed is 50, so it's going to
son of a brisket.
It's just going to kind of trot around, and because Alex is the closest to him, he's going to make a bite attack.
Word.
And he rolls a 14.
Armor
class
13.
It's 13, so that'll hit. Sorry. I mean, I'm not, but, and that'll do 2d6.
Interesting. If we could have killed it when it was up on the barn, rather than knocking it down so it could come around and kill us.
Here's the problem.
You'll take...
I would have taken my action, and then he would have just jumped down and bit your face.
If you prepared it from the start, we wouldn't...
Do you know what? I'm always with the sword.
You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Piercing.
Wow.
And, yeah. I mean, you have a fair amount. You're okay. You have a fair amount of hit points. And I need you to roll a strength saving throw. Beat a DC 13.
Yeah.
16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, yeah. So he bites you. He doesn't knock you over. You manage to recover. As he bowls into you and bites you, some roots come out of the back of your legs and stabilize you.
That's kind of cool, dude.
And and you stabilize. That'll bring us back up to Alex, but as this attack begins, you hear rustling in the trees, and two more wolves
of course they do.
Emerge from some like a small grove of trees that's at the edge of town. So there are now 3 wolves. They're more or less surrounding Alex. You're not quite surrounded because you're off on the opposite side of the barn. But Alex, it is your turn.
How's the weather right now, by the way?
It's coldish, probably 50 degrees. A nice crisp day because it's the beginning of fall. The wind is barely blowing, but the skies are clear. There's maybe 1 or 2 clouds in the sky.
That doesn't help me at all. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now that there's 3 wolves, I think it's time to pull the big guns.
So excited for what's about to happen.
Thank you for the follow. So I'm about to bust out Avatar of Nature, which means I'm about to go from mild-mannered Alex Hollander to the ever-loving blue-eyed Swamp Thing. He has red eyes, actually, but...
You want to be big
for trademark purposes, blue-eyed.
Exactly.
Also, swamp person.
You're swamp fellow.
Swamp guy. Do I need to roll, or do I just transform?
Nope, you just transform, and then you take on the whatever that creature has.
So suddenly I am much bigger, much meaner, much greener, and
but still just as sexy.
Still just as sexy. So I have multi-attack, which means I can make 2 slam attacks.
Okay.
Which means I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna beat the wolf that bit me
In the face.
into a pulp.
Okay.
Jinkies. So we are not usually for violence against animals.
No, I love animals.
Just fictitious ones that are trying to eat his face.
Exactly, especially dire wolves, which aren't natural.
No.
19.
Ooh,
That'll definitely hit. So you're doing...
So I'm doing
Two
two
attacks?
slam attacks.
Okay, so that's for the first one.
Is it a medium or a smaller target?
It's a large.
He's large.
Sorry.
Okay, so I don't grapple him.
Okay. Roll for the second attack as well.
I was first.
Just to get them both,
So one.
both out of the way.
That is a 6. Do you want me to do the strength modifier?
Yeah, 6 plus, yeah.
Yeah.
Strength is, so it's 8 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one hits, the second one misses.
So swing and a miss.
Yep.
Let's see.
You hit him with the first one, and he kind of slides along the grass and slides farther than you thought he would, so you miss with the second one. Go ahead and roll damage.
What is my damage on here?
Slam is right there. Alright, so...
Got it, thank you.
Yeah.
2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, that's not a bad amount. That's a 12.
Sorry.
Yes, let's just use that one. I like your thinking. So 7 plus 6, that is 14
Plus
plus
the modifier?
plus the modifier is 2.
2, so 16.
Yes, plus the 4 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so that one swing, even though you missed the second one, he slides across the grass, barely maintains his footing, and he's real low, looking kind of dazed and confused, kind of shakes it off, and then stares back at you, and that takes us to Diane.
Drew in the TARDIS. What up, man? Haven't seen you in a while.
Buddy.
How you doing? We're playing D&D.
Okay, so
It wasn't obvious from the logo at the center of the screen.
I would like to. Can I attack? No, I can't attack two. I always thought I could only attack one person at a time.
You have 2 attacks. So your
If
first
they
attack,
were both on you.
you could attack one. So you're right now to help you plan your attack. You would have to go around the barn to get to the other wolf, which is about 30 feet.
Which is the singed wolf.
Which is the one that's looking pretty bad. The other 2 wolves are probably about 20 feet, more or less behind you. So I think your movement is 30.
Yeah. You could reach any of them.
Yeah, so you can, and then if you chose to, you can attack 2. So you can like swipe at one and then swipe at the other because you have the ability to attack twice.
Because the other 2 are in proximity to each other.
Yes, yeah. Like if there was one on you, you could attack that, and then you could run to another one and attack that the second time.
I also like that you're like this and then like this.
Yeah.
So I want to. Do you know what? I'm going to. I can do 2 actions?
You also have that special ability.
I don't want to use second one right now.
Okay.
I read it, but I don't want to use it.
Fair enough.
I want to hasten towards the 2 dire wolves that are 20 feet behind me. So spin around, run that way, and then I want to...
They're about 5 feet apart, so they would be within reach of you.
Yeah. So then can I attack both with my short sword?
Yeah, you could choose to swing at one and then swing at the other.
Yeah, let's roll.
All right. You can roll attack for 1 for each.
Okay, so first one, 15.
That'll hit. I don't know what your modifier is, but that'll hit.
It's +1 and then another +7. So that's
What's your strength?
30.
Your strength modifier would be
My strength
what
modifier is 6. So that.
Oh, that's for saving throws.
Oh, wrong one.
This is so it'd be +3. But it hits anyway.
I think you're good.
Yeah.
Just double checking. Second one, 11 and a 3, 14.
14. That'll also hit. So you hit both. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, this is gonna get weird. Okay, so D4 and a D6. No, that's not a 6. That's an 8.
Not 1d6 plus 4. You don't need to do a d4.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So just my
This
6.
is just a d6 plus 4.
So the least amount of damage you
First
can do.
one, 5 and a 4, 9.
9. Okay, 9 to the first one. All right, that takes us to. Yep. Okay.
5. And I still had the attack bonus too, but that's for...
Yes.
So attack bonus on both of those?
Yeah, because it's not. If you had 2 weapons, the offhand, the second one wouldn't have that,
Yeah.
but it's manhand. So
it's a 7 to each of those as well.
By the way, Drew in the TARDIS was trying to find you at ECCC.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
And he said he didn't want to feel weird when he asked you where you were on your Instagram.
You could have. I would have been okay with that.
Do it. She's very personable.
She already knows. He came to the candy store.
Then you already know.
You know.
Yeah, so it's fine.
It's cool.
It's okay if you stalk Amy. It's fine. Anyway.
Manderson included it, and he didn't say to Jamie.
That's true, because my wife's name is also in there.
That.
All right, so that'll take us to the wolves. We're going to start with the wolf who is facing off against Mr. Hollander.
I get no update on the two that I just whacked in the face.
Oh, that's coming.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, they coming out.
I mean, you slashed them. There's blood coming out of them, but I mean, they're hardy. They're
dire wolves.
Yeah, they're kind of phased by it, but they're gonna shake it off. All right, so he takes another bite attack on you and rolls I'm pretty sure this is a 13, which is your
On Alex.
armor class, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No, it changed.
No, my armor class is 15 because I'm the swamp guy.
All right, so
This won't fail.
he lunges at you to bite onto you, and you just like ungrow part of your body, and he flies through your body. And then it
That's
closes back up,
Down with that.
and he's really confused. He's already dazed. You just thwonked him in the head.
After hitting him with a lightning bolt.
Yeah,
This is crispy.
but he also definitely doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Crispy wolf is mad.
The other two wolves, they will. They're going to both make a bite attack against you, and because of the pack tactics mechanics, they get advantage because they're close to each other.
Oh, you dirty.
So the first one will roll a
Questionable.
9. What?
Are you sure?
A question.
Well, the second roll was a natural 1. It's like, should I just... It was a 4 plus thing that got
it.
So yeah, the second one, that's not... And so 17 plus 5 is going to be a 22.
Oh, snap. VGB is in the chat.
What?
Anyway, what?
Got excited.
I'm sorry, what happened to wolves?
That one hits, right? 22?
You?
That's on you.
Not you. My wolf missed me, and I'm over here just like, what?
My armor class is 18.
Okay. So he will do 12 points of piercing damage, and I need you to roll a strength saving throw. So that plus 6, that's where that's going to come in.
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
That includes the plus 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good enough. He manages to bite you, but he doesn't get much through your armor. You've managed to throw him off because you'd be super strong.
So I took how many piercing?
You took 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so that make you math time.
Oh, it is Aaron. Sir Aaron Carter, who's in the chat. And he says, how are we not following you? That's a really good question.
That's all on you, bro.
Yeah. But now you get the fun gif when it happened.
Also, let me out of the frickin' jar next time, please.
Yeah. Anyway.
Keep going.
I don't know what that means.
Other D&D campaigns.
Alex, we're up to you.
Yes, okay.
Because apparently there's 2 guys that should be helping with this fight. They ran off because they're
just terrified.
They're
D&D,
simple farmers.
and I'm not there. You got an open invite next time. We'll draft you up a comic book themed character.
He's doing Marvel, so
we can make a Marvel.
Yeah,
character.
we need a Marvel. All of them are not.
No, they're actually running Marvel. That's the
But they're like playing like where you're actually a Marvel character.
Yeah.
Oh,
as opposed to like a druid who is a swamp thing.
Man.
Here's what I want to know.
I put a lot of hard work into that.
This is great. I love this.
Okay, keep going. I'm enjoying this thoroughly.
So what I want to know, on the Call Lightning, when I'm in my Avatar of Nature...
You don't have access to your spells.
I do not have access to my spells. I just wanted to clarify. Because otherwise that'd be really unfair. Because I can absorb lightning and heal myself.
Yes.
So I can literally get a lightning bolt and heal myself. Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to... Exactly.
Thank you.
I'm going to... I'm going to multi-attack. I'm going to slam. I'm going to slam the wolf.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun. Let the boys be
let's
boys
see.
with that.
5 plus... Whatever. I'm not going to...
5 plus 2.
7 is not going to hit?
No, that will not hit.
Okay, cool.
There's one.
Get him!
12 plus 14.
That will hit.
Hey!
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
then we're
So
going to
you slam.
2
So
force.
you slam. He's behind you, so you kind of just like spin around, slam into him, and you hear as his back breaks. And he slumped to the ground.
No.
Sorry, is this?
Keep going.
That was
I'm
it.
sorry, what does he need? You
So-
need 2d8?
He
dead.
He's, regardless of what he rolls, he dead.
Dead.
Or as I like to say, he's dead, Jim.
Oh.
Luke Bill, just so you're aware, in our campaign, we do have a Batman. He is just not here tonight.
Damien is sick.
Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, unless you're talking to Aaron, which Aaron's got the other D&D campaign going. But
All right, so that'll take us to Diane, who is still surrounded by 2 wolves, one of which just tried to take a chunk out of your arm.
You mean I'm a bit pissed?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe just a smidge. I would like to... let's go again for slash at...
You want to split it or go at 1?
Let's go 2.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 at each?
Mhm.
Okay.
Boink. Sorry, that was a 5 and strength for 3, so that's 8.
That's not going to hit the first one.
Gimmin is in the chat.
Yeah!
His kids are mostly asleep.
Oh, I got 20.
I can empathize with that. Natural 20?
Hey.
Natural 20!
Yeah!
You should just show that to the camera there.
I need a
Wait, that one. That one, right? Nope.
I need a GIF. I need
Yeah.
a GIF that I
Or
can play
something.
for a natural 20.
Okay.
Perfect. So that means you double your attack.
Yay!
So roll whatever the attack damage is a D8 or D6?
D6.
D6, and then double it, and then add the modifier.
Okay.
Aaron, are you looking to get caught up on us?
What are you doing?
You said roll for damage, right?
Yeah.
So I did a 3 and a 1. But do I add the modifier twice or once?
You add the modifier once. Okay. So 4 plus 6?
Yeah.
10. Okay.
Terrible.
That's good.
Terrible.
I mean, so as you slash at him this time, you hit him real good. You get like real far into his front leg, and it's kind of like barely hanging on by a tendon.
I'm sorry, buddy.
He's looking real bad. To be fair, this dire wolf has been attacking villagers, and thankfully has only killed one of them. thus
Only
far.
one?
Only one.
This
The
shall
after
not
the-
stand, Alex!
The first one,
Sorry.
the villagers got smart and just kind of stayed hidden. That'll take us to the wolves. There's only 2 left. So
There's Gimpy. Crispy is dead.
we're gonna
Crispy is dead AF.
And then there's Clive. I don't know.
sure.
Yeah,
All right, so
Clive the Unscathed.
we're gonna start with the unscathed.
Yeah. He's mean.
Who's gonna take a bite attack, and he only rolls an 8, so that's definitely not gonna. He
Neither of us.
pounces at you, and you see him coming. You smack him with your shield. He kind of
I
bounces
always
off to the
like that
side.
move. It's my favorite.
And
Classic.
the one that you just slashed for some reason he rolls a 22,
I'm a brisket!
which is gonna hit.
He's so angry after
He's
almost
very
losing his
angry,
leg.
yeah.
Gimpy is mad, bro. It's so mad.
4 plus 3, 7 plus 3 is going to be 10 points of piercing damage, and roll another DC strength check for me.
14.
14, you're fine. He does not knock you over.
Interesting.
Cool.
So that'll take us to Alex, who is you're about 20 feet,
Do you want
50 feet
Gimpy
away.
or do you want Clive?
You're 50 feet away from the fray.
50 feet away.
What's your movement speed?
What?
I'm going to shamble slowly towards the fray.
He's 20, man.
Okay, so you move 20 feet. You don't have any. You don't have access
I
to
feel
your
You don't have
range.
anything for range. Hey.
Well, so I can... Would me going back to being a druid be my action?
Yeah, it would be.
What if I didn't... If I didn't move? Could that be my action and then I could call down lightning?
No,
No?
because if you have like a bonus action through something, that would be that. But like your bonus action is transforming. Sorry, I remember putting it together now. It's a bonus action. So yeah, you can transform, and then you can call down lightning, which could potentially
Fry me.
yeah. And
How high is your dexterity? Your dexterity
No.
6. Okay.
I'm a big
yeah,
fat goose egg, bro.
the dexterous players are not here tonight.
See, here's the thing. See, what would have been interesting is if you had had your short bow out, like I had said, and shot him from the roof. We could have been grouped together to face
You killed Crispy
the other
already.
2.
You
Yeah,
killed Crispy.
but now we're separated
We've got
by
Gimpy and
50
Clive.
feet, and Glimpy and Clive, the unscathed.
Now you're only separated by 30. You move 20 feet
You
closer.
moved.
All right, I moved 20 feet closer.
You can sprint, which will allow you to move 40 feet. But that uses your action to do that.
So
but I mean, unless I run up and then transform, like I don't have anything.
But then also your explosions.
Yeah, regardless. So you can move 20 feet, which is what you've done.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything now, your next move you're going to move 20 feet, just to be 10 feet away. But if you sprint 40 feet, you can transform if you want. You can stay there, and then you only have 10 feet to be 5 feet to be in range, pretty much at that point.
Or I can just sprint, stay monstrous, and then be
next
ready.
turn. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. So I hustle. I fast walk as a green elemental, and
I feel like in the chat, just let me know. You think that was probably a little too nice of me as a DM to lay that out for him that way?
Well, if Sergeant Squiggles is in here, it's going to get scary. He'll be like, "No, don't do that."
He's not in the chat, is he?
Anyway, all right. So that takes us to Diane.
Oh, it's me. I'm pissed at Gimpy for being so mean to me, so I want...
It sounds mutual. There's a Twitter war developing between Diane and Gimpy.
He'd be the Gimpy. It's okay. So I would like to do a... I can attack him twice, right, if I do 2 actions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I want to do a blunt using my shield to kind of just ram at him and then do a slash with my sword.
Okay. Which one are you doing first?
I want to knock him...
Okay, start with the shield. Okay, so roll attack. And that'll be strength.
11 and 3, 14.
14, that'll hit.
And then... it's over there under your thing, 13.
13, okay. And plus modifier, that'll hit too.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and roll a d6 for the shield.
3.
3, okay, so that'll be 3 damage. No modifiers on that one, and then But it knocks him...
It knocks him
back a little bit.
And he's having problems. 4.
4.
And a 4 for piercing.
So that's 8 total on that one, and 3 bludgeoning. Alright, so that's...
Gimpy needs to
cool.
take it out.
He's also looking dazed. The arm, when you hit him with your shield, the arm completely fell off.
Dang! Poor Gimpy is out.
So, yeah, he's not quite dead yet, but he's looking...
Oh, he's not yet dead.
He's in really bad shape. And that'll take us to the wolves.
Gimpy and Clive.
Yes, so Gimpy is... Let's start with Gimpy.
Because he's so pissed.
Yes, he is rolling so good tonight. He rolls a 22.
Oh, jeez, Gimpy.
And the other guy rolls not enough to hit. So...
Because I'm me. I'm okay.
He's only gonna do 5 points. Like, he barely nicks you when he comes in because he's only got 3 legs now.
He's lucky that he's.
But he gets you, and he does 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And you're not looking so great yourself, if my math is correct.
What's your math? Because my math says I'm at 33. Is that not right?
I have you at 23.
The last one.
Yeah.
I didn't get the number on that. Thank you. I'm a little tired.
That'll bring us back up to Alex.
Alex, sprint your butt.
How close are the wolves to each other now?
They're probably about 7 feet. They're pretty close still.
And they're both still large targets?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know, maybe losing a limb made one of them medium all of a sudden.
Does it get smaller when I hack him?
It would have to lose a head to be medium, but then it's
okay,
dead,
cool.
So.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to target Clive.
Okay.
Because you seem to have Gimpy
Gimpy and I are in a turf.
So I'm gonna slam.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do both
Let
here.
the boys be boys.
I'm gonna slam Clive twice.
Oh, you could only engulf if they're medium.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So 18.
Okay, that'll hit.
And 10.
Only the first one hits.
Cool. And then
modifier. You got the 2, or are you gonna just roll it twice?
Also twice. It was 5 and 8, 13 plus 4, 17.
17. That'll do.
Punch him right in the kisser.
All right. Says you hit him.
Gimpy the berserking 3-legged wolf. Yeah. He's now a named mob, which means he drops better loot.
Oh please! Oh please! Oh please!
Or he's going to become our friend.
Gimpy the berserking.
Just a flesh wound, yeah. At that point, that's what the wolf is saying in his mind.
I'm notating that. That's maybe come back. Anyway, so you hit him, you slam him right in the jaw, and his head snaps back, and it comes back down.
Dude.
Your second shot was aimed at its head, but it comes down, and you swipe right over it, and it's looking a little dazed, shakes its head to shake it off, and that'll take us to Diane, who is...
It's very pissed at Gimpy.
Still, this Twitter war just will not end.
This was 2 days ago, actually, if we want to have a talk about my Twitter war. Okay.
Subtweeting each other.
Dude, it got bad. So let's do... Do you know, I'm gonna do my my action surge while I'm at it, just because
Okay.
I can. And I'm really pissed off at Gimpy, so I'm going to... Wait, do I get...
What do you, I would say attack first, and then maybe use
the surge on
yeah.
the second. So let's do swipe twice, I guess.
Okay.
First one. Chinky 6.
Okay. That'll miss.
Yeah, I'll miss.
You swiped at his missing leg. We don't know why.
There's a void where the leg once was.
What's the second one?
It's an 8. Do I do my modifier too?
Strength modifier, yeah.
3, so 11.
11. That'll also miss.
Oh, Gimpy!
I mean, you do have inspiration, so you could roll with advantage on one of those if you really wanted to.
I like my...
Or you could do your action surge.
That's what I... Yeah.
Oh, you already did that?
No.
No, I'd like to do my action.
Because that gives you an extra attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when... 14, 17.
That'll hit.
This wolf is just
He's like, I'm feeling real good despite only having 3 of my 4 legs.
jumping around.
Alright, so that one hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 2 plus, what's the modifier?
2 plus 4.
6 total? Oh. Alright.
Please tell me we put Gimpy the berserking 3-legged wolf out of his misery.
So, you swing twice at a missing leg and it takes a step forward and you slash off its other front leg and it falls faces down into a sharp rock which goes up through its right here. I think my mom was watching this and she was like, I did not raise this boy. What is happening right now? Anyway, Gimpy is now dead.
Thank God.
The light fades from his eyes and you can see, oddly enough, because this doesn't happen normally with dire wolves, but a blue mist kind of dissipates out of its body.
Can I just go over and close his eyes
And
because I feel bad?
The spirit of Gimpy, the 3-legged berserker wolf, may visit us again.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be terrifying.
What does it say?
That'll take us to the lone wolf, the unscathed, who is now very scathed.
Clive,
Thank you. I can't remember his first name. And
Totally on the mic, though.
he's going to, because he's not very intelligent,
Oh, I started
he's
crying.
just, the last thing that hit him, that's what he's going after. And he rolls a, you're still in your
He's in Plant Man phase.
swamp guy form. Okay, he rolls a 22.
Swamp dude. Yeah.
Swamp.
Swamp dude with a 20, no.
I have 15.
15, okay. So he's gonna
Oh, Gimpy died so
5 plus 9
entertaining.
plus 3
terribly.
math 12 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
And in your form, I'm not gonna make you roll the normal modifier, normal check. So 12 points, right? That's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That takes us down to you're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Well, so okay. It's a question for you. So
What's the hit points of?
so the hit point? He's got 10 more hit points than I do.
Okay.
So does that mean when I transformed slightly damaged, or how is that working?
If it works like most druid transformations, you gain the hit points of that, and then when that creature's hit points reaches 0, you transform back with whatever hit points.
Good.
So
I want to make sure I didn't transform back and then suddenly die because I
no. Yeah, so
swamp
Great.
season.
so you're at 53. Great.
I have 53 minus
12.
Minus 12.
Which is, if my math is correct.
Story of a girl.
Nope, that is not
Cry
correct.
river and drown the whole
I'm
world.
gonna need that.
41.
Yeah, that's math is hard, guys.
I don't think it.
That'll take us up to you, Alex.
Alex. Clive.
Hey, oh yeah, that's me. All right, cool. I'm gonna.
Sorry, for the purposes of D&D, I'm not calling you by your real names, but your character names.
It's
That's
to
fine.
keep you in flock.
That's just so you get called Dungeon Master.
And you can call me Manderson the Almighty.
There it is.
Oh, hail.
All right, I'm gonna Swamp Citizen, as Luke Bill has dubbed me, is gonna drop another wallop on the wolf Clive, the not so unscathed. Well, I'm gonna miss with that one.
That was 3.
And
Ooh, Yalla. Sorry if the static got up on that Ghibli.
yeah, right there. Deal with it.
Embrace.
Deal with it.
Right.
So that's actually a 22.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I mean,
And then do your damage.
go ahead and roll damage.
That is 4, 8, 12, 16.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Are you
finishing
ready
move?
for this?
Oh,
Are you ready
no.
for this? Here we go. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
I lock eyes with Clive. Being that I am one with nature, though he is a monstrosity, he
A
is
beautiful
still
monstrosity.
a living being from the earth.
I'm gonna stop you right there real
What's
quick.
up?
Aren't you? You're connected to the green.
Yeah.
He would be connected to the red.
So here's the thing.
He cares for all things.
Are you talking about Scott Snyder New 52 Swamp Thing? Or are you talking about Alan Moore Swamp Thing, where he cares about all living things, though he is connected the most with the green?
I thought
I'm
that
going
was...
to defer to you as this is your character.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Yeah, I am.
And the Swamp Thing expert.
So, yeah. So,
Once again, I've said this a lot, but thank you for introducing me to Swamp Thing.
Aww.
I need to get me a Swamp Thing shirt.
Yeah.
And a Swamp Thing. I want a Swamp Thing stuffed animal that I can just snuggle with.
He would want one of those too.
And then I'm sure my wife would then not.
if you want, we can go in halvesies. Someone has an entire set of the 1991 Kenner Swamp Thing movie action figures.
Okay.
Well, how
Anyway,
much is, yeah,
So
okay.
it's only
Later.
$40. So,
Oh, okay.
so I lock eyes with the wolf, and I thank him for his service and time on this planet, his service to the ecosystem. He doesn't know what that means. I thank him for his part in the cycle. He looks at me at first with anger and then with peace as he realizes that I am not, in fact, a colonizer. I am instead an agent of nature who it is tasked with returning him from where he came. He is then at peace. He closes his eyes as my fist comes down and smashes his
I
skull
thought he was going to snap him in the neck.
to thousands of
Tiny baby pieces, splatters everywhere. I put up my shield to block my face and my heart.
Whoa, I'm having a moment with the wolf, and over here is... Anyway,
You want to see me blood
crushing him
I'll allow it.
into the dirt, yet when I remove my fist, there is not blood, but instead vegetation.
All right. If you didn't already have inspiration, I would probably give it to you for that. So
I got it for a pun, and you get it for a flute. Not a flute.
A finger flute.
Yeah.
A finger flute and an epic
All right.
finishing.
So as the battle ends, the two young men run up to you and say, "Wow, that was amazing! Come on, guys, follow me!" And they take off sprinting because they're really
Agile and
10-year-old
young.
They're
boys.
wusses.
Yeah.
They were under that cart the entire time.
They
In
were.
the Amish barn.
Yeah.
In that Amish barn.
So they lead you to the central building, the only 2-story building in the entire, the only one that doesn't look like it belongs in like a 700 AD movie or something like that.
Ooh.
And as they approach, you can see faces pressed against the window, and the door opens, and townspeople start coming out.
They've all been hiding in it,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, I can imagine these wolves are in
The two young boys say, They killed the wolves! They killed the wolves! And all the people start cheering and coming up and thanking you and everything. And they lead you into the tavern where they sit down with you and they give you food. And
Did we ever go get our ponies, Alex?
they're probably still out by the barn.
Yeah, no, we left them. We left them there.
We left them in the care of the Amish barn?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that very sturdy barn that could not be taken down by an Amazonian.
I'm not an Amazonian. You do not read well.
Let's see, AASIMIS, Amazon. That's what that spells. That is what that spells.
Tavern, yes.
The frame of the barn it's made with vibranium.
Wakanda.
By the way, I transformed back after the war.
Yeah, that's
Better because you can't get in the tavern.
All right.
It's a trap.
So over your meal, they introduce you to a gentleman named Quarrel, who's he's the town elder. They don't
Quarrel?
have a Quarrel.
Quarrel.
Quirrell?
That's probably how it's really pronounced. Whatever.
We're
We're just gonna call him.
Does he have Voldemort on the back of his head?
If he'd sit,
No.
I'm waiting
No,
for Steve's
he's not
because
Professor Quirrell?
Steve's would appreciate the quarrel.
He thanks you and
Shit.
he tells
All-day
you.
birthday.
He begins to relate a story to you. He tells you of a time when he was a young man and.
This is the story of a girl.
Cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Can I take inspiration away? Is that a thing?
Nah, brah.
He tells
I'm
you
gonna
that
take another big bite of my hamburger at this
when
point.
he was a boy,
I didn't know.
that mountain lions that live in the hill were driven out of their home, and actually a similar situation happened in a different village that he lived in. And when they went to investigate, they discovered that a basilisk had taken up residence
shoot.
there. And so he believes that there is something that actually drove them from the forest where they really live. He tells you that they live probably about 5-10 miles away. There's a cave that they generally are found at when they go out hunting for elk and the like. They encounter them when they head out that far.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'd like to take a short rest so that I can recoup some of my points.
I would like to also take a short rest, but I would be interested if this individual would take us to the cave so that we can investigate.
Q, we would like to reconvene in the morning after I've had a shower and he had some more.
There are no showers. There's a bucket.
I could take a.
No, but I'm asking him if in the morning, after we've rested, will he guide us to the cave?
You did not clarify. I would clarify.
I'm an
for you,
old man.
Alex.
I cannot take you out that far.
Do you have perchance some gnome and or dwarf or smallish person that might have?
Why do you want to take a
That's
small
I'm
person?
so curious too.
She's just looking for something to punt into the woods.
I just wanted somebody that if we need to pick them up and run, we don't have to carry a full-grown person. I could just literally lash them
that's
to
fair.
your back and we can
Well,
go.
why don't we just have the 10-year-olds who took
The
us to
10-year-olds
barn?
might not know.
They could run fast.
Cute. Then we're responsible for somebody else's children, Alex.
No, they're not children. They were out there
They're
moving.
children,
They're not
Alex.
children.
They're 10. They're children.
So you'd
They're
rather
young men.
risk
Okay,
us
doesn't matter.
having to carry a dwarf?
I can lash them papoose style to your chest.
Yeah,
He-
racist against gnomes.
I
Yeah,
am not!
colonized.
I hate gnomes.
Oh, that's why they're all.
Sorry if David, who's part of my other D&D, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I know you're a gnome. I'm not a fan of gnomes, but you are my favorite
I
character.
think
in
that's
that group.
who's in the chat right now.
Oh no, Gimmadin is. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
oh, there's two of them.
Two of your D&D guys are in
Hey
there.
guys,
It's 2018. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I've practiced tolerance. I haven't discriminated against anyone.
Not yet. Not yet.
Since I stopped playing WoW.
So then,
Wow.
then if he can't take us, can he direct us there easily, or does he? Have someone to
Yeah,
guide us?
there's. He tells you there's a path that leads east out of the village, and that'll take you most of the way to the cave.
Cool. Would you suggest that we go to said cave?
Is this before or after our rest? Because I
We're
want
gonna go to the cave after we rest, like I
Yeah,
said
because
earlier.
it's through all the revelry and the celebration. The sun is set. You're all several drinks in, probably feeling pretty good.
Your plan.
He strongly urges you to head to the cave, if not now, but in the morning.
I'd say we break out at first light, since you like to get up at the crack of Aurora.
Sorry if I'm, an efficient traveler.
You're gonna.
I would like to recoup my hit points. I would like to take rest.
I would also like to recoup my magic. So
Yes.
of course we're gonna rest.
Okay,
Who's
so you guys
travel
are
at
gonna
night?
take.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, you get a long rest. You get all your hit points back. You get all your spells back, and I think it's probably a good breaking point.
Mm.
So our adventurers,
Raising
they've found the village. They have vanquished the wolves, but they still have a mission ahead of them. What lies in the cave? Join us next time for Crusaders and Dungeons and Crusaders. For Dungeons and Crusaders, thank you for joining
I
us.
think Crusaders and Dragons.
Crusaders and Dragons is better.
Why isn't it?
The name is still up in the air.
We'll figure it out.
Actually, once this is all wrapped up, I have another name that I'm going to dub it, but David's going to hate it.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to know what it is, though.
I don't know.
What?
Wait, there's...
For the name?
Yeah.
Do you want to spoil it? We're live.
No, I'm not going to spoil it.
I love the slow drop, like the thinking and the drama of perhaps
I did
he
think
will,
about it,
perhaps
but-
he won't.
yeah.
Will I finally acquire a gnome and papoose it to Alex? Who knows?
Are any of us in the chat right now? Or is that a Steve's?
What? No.
Victory should be honored with revels.
It's got to be.
It's either Steve's or Curtis, one of the two. Gimmin said it's probably I probably antagonize Manderson too much as my DM, which is always a bad idea.
I think I feed him French fries.
That's a solid
Which
point.
I'm still working on.
Anyway, thanks for sticking around.
Dude, that was actually really fun.
In our chat this evening, if you've been hanging out.
If you enjoyed the tales of Gimpy.
Gimpy, the berserker three-legged wolf, or Clive the Unscathed.
Or Crispy,
The Azorian one, baby. He's in the
Hey,
chat.
buddy, we miss you, detective. We met a friend of yours. You might like him.
Yeah,
or
we
might not.
We might have to have someone else join us next time. Anyway, if you are interested in what you like tonight, say up this direction. There's a follow button.
Oh, you mean in the chat?
Up top, there's a follow button.
I'm so confused with the
If
camera
you're,
placement.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird. If you're watching this on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button, which is down there. If you're listening to this,
Why can't they all put it in the same place?
I don't know,
Just
man.
put it at the top, put the bottom, whatever.
If you're listening, thanks.
Sorry about the static. We appreciate you. I'm sorry if I got screechy.
We're working on some working on the audio. We need to get a screen here just for
I
all
have
the.
a pop filter.
Now we'll have to grab one.
No, I have one at home. I'll just
I
bring it.
came here for Gimpy. Thanks, Luke. Well, thanks for everyone for hanging out in the chat tonight.
I thought you came for Bill the Pony.
And interacting. Yes, he's liking all the references. My name is David Barry at Dr. Barry on varying social media platform, aka Alex Hollander, the Swamp Citizen. To my right, my combat
I thought I'm on your left.
to my left,
There we go, because the right might be...
my Crusader in arms for the evening. That's what it was.
This is Amy. You can find me at IJNewRobot on all the social media. I mean it. It is always my handle.
Always.
And I'm sporting the sweet inspiration. Yeah.
And across the table, our guide for the evening.
Our master at
I am
arms.
Manderson. You can find me at this Manderson, and I have all the power tonight, and it's the only time that I do. Good night. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Check us out at thekpluscrusaders.com. Okay, bye.
Bye.